By the way, they never report the crowd on January 6th. You know, Nikki Haley, did you know they destroyed all of the information, all of the evidence, everything, deleted and destroyed all of it, because of lots of things. Like Nikki Haley is in charge of security. We offered her 10,000 people, soldiers, National Guard, so whatever they want. They turned it down. They don't want to talk about that.
All right. Well, that was former President Trump speaking in New Hampshire late last week, seemingly confusing his rival in the Republican primary for former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi while commenting on the January 6th attack on the Capitol. It was one of a handful of gaffes committed by Trump over the weekend, and one Nikki Haley continuously hit on in the lead up to yesterday's primary. But our next guest argues those gaffes are not getting enough media coverage. So here with us now to discuss, NewsNation media analyst Colby Hall. Colby, thank you so much for your time. So you wrote this opinion piece on Mediaite. Why do you think Trump's gaffes aren't being highlighted as much as, say, our current president, President Biden's?
Well, it's a good question. And I think, you know, the larger point of my column was that come November, the way things are going, the American electorate is going to be faced with either an 82-year-old and a 78-year-old. And Biden has long gotten attention for his gaffes, especially as he's gotten older. His stutter has returned. He has a stiffened gait. He's gotten older. For whatever reason, Trump has not. And I think over the past weekend wasn't just that really cringy sort of confusion of Nikki Haley with Nancy Pelosi. He also mispronounced Elise Stefanik's name. He oddly compared himself to a rogue cop and a pedophile priest and why he should get immunity. There was a lot of slurring. And I think we're just so used to Trump's insults and sort of over-the-top political. I mean, that's why his base loves him so much. He's a disruptor. But I think there's fatigue. There's Trump fatigue. And as a result, we're giving him, a lot in the media are giving his clear missteps a pass for fear of being called biased. And I argue that we should be giving a lot of attention to not just Trump's gaffes and age, but also Biden's, because these two look to be, you know, elected in November 24. And it's just shocking to me that these are the two best candidates that we can put up.
Yeah, as we look at that graphic, I mean, on, election day, they will be, 81 and then 78 respectively. But, Colby, to be fair, public speaking does come with challenges. Every day I make mistakes. Are people being ageist when pointing out these missteps, for either of these men?
It's a great question. And it's certainly a fine line. I mean, I wrote a column about this last year regarding Joe Biden's clear sort of cognitive decline. I think there is a way that one can cover this. It's not like his age is going to get any better. I think it's okay to talk about one's age without being ageist. That is the challenge that is faced. And I think you have to do it sensitively. You have to do it in a sort of a dispassionate, nonpartisan way. But I think it can be done for both Biden and Trump. And that's why I like NewsNation doesn't have a partisan agenda. It just calls the facts. And so when Trump or Biden says something that's potentially a gaffe or embarrassing, it should be covered and not ignored.
And that, brings me to my next question, which may be obvious, but are we seeing different coverage based on the outlets themselves?
100%. It's clear that, for example, Fox News is unwilling to cover any real news that paints Trump in a negative light because they don't want to offend their viewers. And it's a very lucrative business, which is fueling a lot of Fox work. Similarly, MSNBC and CNN are loath to report much negative coverage about Joe Biden because they're all in on talking about why Trump is a dictator and a threat to democracy. So we have this horrible choice between a walking cadaver in Fox News eyes and the sort of dictator that's going to destroy democracy in the eyes of left-leaning media. And both are hyperbole. Neither are entirely true. But the viewers, the media consumer, the long ignored sort of mainstream marginalized majority are not getting served with the real story. And I think that's a real problem.
And Colby, I'm almost out of time here, but I do want to ask this. I know you think that the coverage should change as we get closer to the election in November, but will it actually change as we get closer to the election?
I sort of doubt it. I think what we're seeing is that journalism on cable news is a lower priority than attracting eyeballs, meaning traditional standards of journalism are report the facts. And I think what we're seeing is outrage culture entertainment. And so, no, I think the expectations are very low.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.